Hello everyone and welcome back to my super serious YouTube channel. Today we will be doing a thing that's very YouTuber-like. We will be playing Game Dev Tycoon. So let's get into it, right? So I played this a few years ago maybe, so I had to start a new game, and this is the first thing that it showed me after I clicked on new. So let's see. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation you have been transported back in time. Okay, I see what you did there with a Back to the Future car. To start your very own game dev company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. And all we have to say to that is okay. Before you can start your adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. Not like anybody knows this, right? Liquid Interactive? No, you don't. Oh no. 2 genders? Well, I guess this game is old. I'll just click random. 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Continue. Since you've played the game before, you can choose to use all the previously gained hints in this new game. No. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, I think we start like this. Our first game, I'll see what we come up with. Ninja. Adventure. And it's going on the PC. And it's going to be called Shadowfall. It's text-based. And there we go. Okay, that's all. I remember this being a lot more... Ah, there we go. So... don't really need a great engine for a 2D game. These bars, they are meant to be balanced out depending on the type of game we are making. And since we are making a text-based adventure game, there are some things I don't need and some things I need a bit more. So I'm going with a rough estimate of what I would expect to be important in these kind of games, just to see where we would go. We don't need graphics, it's text-based. And I think world design and sound could be equal. Maybe a bit heavier on the world design. The actual important part isn't how far you crank up the bars. It's more about how they split in the bottom. Okay. So we are finished now, but we'll wait and have the bugs removed over there, so that we don't release a buggy project. Wow, new combo. Our first game is a new combo. Who would have thought? Okay. Well, I guess it's fine. We can research now. We have 10 research points. Okay. I'd like to make cyberpunk games. While we wait for the results. First reviews. Uh-oh, that doesn't look like a high roll. 2, 3? A waste of money, come on. Okay. Well, I mean, it's our first game ever, and yeah. We don't really have much to work with. Liquid Interactive, a newcomer in the games industry, has just released their first game, Shadowfall. The game had a moderate response from reviewers. We are curious what Liquid Interactive will deliver in the future. So, there are a few references here. Oh. Sold 1,270 copies, that's not bad, you know, for starting out of nowhere. So we got a nice Pong screen here. We got the... what's the car called? From Back to the Future. You have successfully researched. Okay. Oh, we can create a game report. I think that was very helpful to improve the company. Yeah, that's... we can milk research from that. We've successfully researched Cyberpunk. Our post-release analysis of Shadowfall is complete and we got the results. Ninja Intervention is okay. AI seems to be not important. Yeah, I knew that. Let's make a new game. Cyberpunk. RPG. And Technocracy. I don't know. Sounds like a Cyberpunk title. We give it some 2D graphics. Like old school back in the day pixel graphics. So it's an RPG, so the engine is somewhat important. The gameplay is a little bit important and the story is most important, I think. A good RPG needs a good story. If there's anything I've learned from Baldur's Gate. Okay, we need a bit of AI and the dialogues aren't that important. I think story can also be told through level design and stuff like that. Let's see if the game agrees with me. Okay. We're going to do it like this. 2/4 and 1/4. Okay. Not a lot of bugs right now, that's nice. Oh, there we go. Shadowfall is now off the market. It sold 4,200 and generated about 30k. That's not too bad for a start, actually. Come on, fix the bug. There we go. Wow! Come on, go faster. Okay. Gain some experiences and then Govodor 64 is outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer lower price, great availability, and the flexible hardware configuration. Okay, so we should be working on the Commodore still. I might spell the end of if only they knew. First reviews of Technocracy came in. Technocracy? Technocracy. Haha! It's a good game. Or at least decent. Come on, give me something higher than this. Okay, come on. At least an 8, come on, come on. Yes, very nice. Okay, so RPGs work well on the G64 is what we've learned. Let's make a report on it. Because that's how you work. You make a game and then you analyze how it worked. See, it was so good we got 20 fans. Which isn't too many, considering we are selling thousands of games, but... Oh! Over 10k units sold. Second game. Pretty good. Post-release analysis... Cyberpunk RPGs are good. A world design is important for this. Makes sense. I think I put a lot of weight on world design anyway. Okay, so... We already... I think we started with 30 or 50k, we are already at 102, so can take our time and research some cool topics. Dystopian is very cool too. Make a Bandersnatch. If you happen to know about the Netflix Bandersnatch thing, that apparently it's based off a book, which I'm not sure if it exists or if they made it up. According to rumors, the Japanese company Not Nintendo is planning to launch their own home gaming console. For the widely successful Dinky King. Many industry experts doubt the home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Nintendo will deliver. I mean, Nintendo does their thing. They're like almost a completely own section of the market, but aside from that... Yay, we have researched dystopia. Let's make a dystopian game. No, that was the wrong topic. And... that's going to be... simulation. And of course, we are still going for the market shareholder, the Commodore 64, and it's called... What's a good name for a dystopian game? Animal Farm. A classic. Throw in some graphics and let's go. Okay. So... It's a simulation, so story isn't that important. It's more about gameplay and the engine, so... I think this looks alright. Technocracy is off the market and generated 139k. See, the money just disappears. Goes up in smoke. Oh no, not the bugs. Okay, so if it's a simulation we need AI. Level design isn't unimportant. And a little bit of dialogues. For like tutorial areas and, you know, maybe campaigns, I don't know. You don't get enough freedom in this to say. Okay. I think we could actually go like this. I mean, sound isn't too important in a simulation, so... Nintendo has confirmed the rumors and announced their plans to release the NES early next year. Cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. This is actually interesting because on the NES, the cartridges actually held processors on a lot of the games. So the cartridges would actually be quite expensive because especially the bigger games had a lot of processing power on the cartridge on board. So technically you'd have redundant parts lying around if you had multiple cartridges of different games. Whereas like the Commodore had everything in the system and you just put in like all of the discs and loaded them up. Oh yeah, I have to click to make it go faster. Okay, release Animal Farm. And generate a report of Animal Farm. Okay, let's see if we're going bankrupt. That doesn't look too good, but it looks okay. It has its moments, okay. Dystopian simulation is great. Good to know. Shows potential. Quirky, but I guess I didn't adjust the bars correctly for it to be too nice. And the analysis is complete, and dystopian simulation is great. The world design seems to not be important. And the Commodore to be actually accurate, likes simulations. Okay. Hi there. Okay. I've just finished Animal Farm and impressed by your talent. I'm in the contracting business. We could use skills like yours, and if you're short on cash, just let me know and I'll see if I have some work for you. Okay, so taking up the contracts that you can actually fulfill is quite good. Because it's a way to generate money that doesn't really have a lot of risk if you take contracts that are doable, like this one. See? Oh, come on. Stop. Okay, I guess this one wasn't doable because she had to scratch her head. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Contract wasn't completed. Blah blah blah. So we don't actually put out too many points there. 5 weeks. The other one was 3 weeks. This is the lowest total for the 5 weeks, so we'll do this. Because this was a 17 total and the other one was like a 12. And I think it was more than 17 if you added it up. Hey! NES has been released. We're sitting here debugging. Good. And considering how fast that one went, I could probably... Okay, this is just 18, it's only one more, but I think we can do this one. And Animal Farm is off the market and has generated 100k. 100k! I didn't expect it to do that well, considering the second game got better ratings. I guess we surfed a bit on the reputation gain from that. See, another 20k. Good. And now we could make our own engine, but that's like a third of our money, so that's not so good. Instead, we'll just continue researching. I think medieval game could be good. Just have to stay fresh and deliver interesting things. See, this is a thing. Randomly people will just scratch their head, or later on they have a cup of coffee that they sometimes pick up, and then they just aren't working apparently. Do we have contracts? No. Okay, then let's make a game about medieval things. And it's an RPG. And well, I guess we can put it on the NES. Oh, I have to pay for the license. No, we're not doing that yet. Let's find out if the Commodore likes RPGs. And it's a medieval RPG on the Commodore, so we'll call it Draculvania. Which is not a reference. Haha. Okay, it's an RPG, so stories, bit of engine, and so I think this should work. Yeah, let's go for that. And then we don't need a lot of AI for RPGs, but level design is important, and a bit of dialogues. See how many bugs we are going to put in here. Is it going to be more than 7? World design is important, okay. And then, since we know this, we just do it like that. Put over half the effort into the world design and just have some basic sounds and graphics. Well, we did get 5 bugs, I think. And we're done. I think that's a new record there. And we actually gained a lot of level 2s, except in sound. And then I have to wait for it to release. There we go. Come on! I like it. It's okay. Quirky, but that's okay too. Also a bit short. Could have been better. Okay. And then we generate a report. We could also just keep stockpiling old game titles and do the reports later when we have more people to work. But I think it's okay. So medieval and RPG is great. Gameplay seems important. Platform is okay. Aha! That's a bit short on 3 weeks. That's very easy. Ding! And then we'll take another contract. 4 weeks for 15. 3 weeks for 15. Yeah, we're definitely doing this one. Okay, the first contract was successful, as we could see. NES home console by Nintendo has proven a massive success, and sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. I love the games that come with the NES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard. Yeah. That was smart. That was very smart of Nintendo. Even though the controller was a bit unwieldy, being a square. Okay, the point was here, and the timer ran out. It just needed like one more frame. Well, we already made 250,000 somehow. And given that, we'll make a new game, and I think Cyberpunk RPG which we know to be a great combo, and RPGs are doing well on the Commodore, so... Wait, I need a name for the game. We just call it something cool, you know. And then get in some graphics. Yeah. When we reach 300, we can probably do our own engine to get better graphics. Gameplay is important. I mean, you can always blind guess these things, but if you research them, you know, you get these little marks down here that tell you how important which parts are. Yeah, that should work actually. Can we get more than 3 bugs? Word design, very important. Leave it like this. So yeah, if this sells, okay, we can start working on our own engine. Fix the bug. Nice. Recent studies suggest the increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become popular with younger gamers, where others cater for more mature age groups. Yeah. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Yeah, that's like making children's games for mobile platforms. New research, target audience. Yeah, get right on that. Don't forget creating engines. This will improve the games a lot. Yeah. But I have to research custom engine before I can make it anyway. Okay. So we have the target demographics now. And sound should level, yep, okay. You have successfully researched target audience, nice. And then research custom engine. Following the massive success of the NES console, there are now rumors circulating that Vina, which one was that? Is that Sega? Another Japanese company is planning to release a home gaming console. I think that's the Sega. The first reviews for Syndicate Rising came in. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Played it for days, nice. Got another solid one, I think. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are researching our own engine, and now the sales are going to start. Come on, that's not bad. And a lot of fans, nice. Making big stacks here. Game tutorials and mono sound. See? That's... Oh, I need research points, so that we make a report on the last game. And the report, I think, also gives us research points. If it doesn't, we'll just take a few contracts. Okay. I think that's the Sega. Today, Sega has confirmed recent rumors about a new gaming console and announced the Master S? I don't know. Company claims that the Master S is technically superior to the massively successful NES by Nintendo and plans to release it in the coming moments. I mean, that should be the Sega because it had a lot more variety in colors and sounds. Okay, Syndicate Rising is complete, level design seems to be important. Platform audience is good, and Cyberpunk also matches everyone. Oh, okay, we're getting audience matches here. And then, well, what do I want? I really want sound. There's nothing better for a good game than a very strong soundtrack. Some games live off of the soundtracks, really. Okay, Syndicate Rising is off the market and generated 250,000. Okay. And we researched mono sounds. Cool. See if we can get some contracts. This one should be easy. I mean, it just makes 24k. but it makes 24k. And we get research out of it sometimes, I think. Yep. There's no reason to skip contracts when they are available. Good. So this is 20 and 4. 20? 16. This is 23 and 3. Okay. I think I'll skip the computer part there. Yep. That was the first contract where we got 24k. You actually have to click on the message to get the money. Okay. Or maybe it's just that the weeks had to run out. Okay, the Master Sega has been released. 19k. Okay. Can we research anything? No. Alright, let's make an engine. 2D graphics, story, save games, and sound. And we call it... Since we were called Liquid, we're going to go with Liquidation for some reason. Put a third of our money in it. But now you can see why I wanted to go for 300k first. Engines are very expensive. Okay, the recently released gaming console Master Sega has stirred up the market worldwide, and industry experts say that the console is not very well marketed in North America, but that it will flourish in other parts of the world. Yeah, it was big in Japan, basically. Big in Japan. Liquidation is complete. Wonderful. Let's make a game in that. We'll target... Everyone is fine. And... we'll make a night game for kids. Call it... Knights of Valor. So, that's better. And it's a medieval RPG. Could put it on here. It does have the biggest shares. We'll just try it. We had to eventually start working on the NES. It's a great console at that time. Oh, cool. We can actually get the better graphics too. We are making a lot of expenses here, but we should have just enough to make a few bad games that somewhat make us money if we fail here. Save games on the NES. These don't exist. Game dev, Tycoon. Just letting you know. That didn't work back then. But alright. I mean, apparently we somehow found a way. We are basically just making the same RPG again, balance-wise, but with a different topic and on our own engine for more polish. Okay, get some good sound in there. Go. One, two. Casual games. Oh no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Commodore seems to be slowly losing market share against other PC manufacturers. Yeah, that happened. Company has been unsuccessful in introducing higher price computers to compete. Yeah. Was a bit of a problem. They had the cheap audience and then they couldn't stay the cheapest on the market. Alright, let's release the game, see what they think about it. Looks to be alright. Very good. Love it. More please. Nice experience. Alright, and with the success of Knights Valor, I thank you for watching, and I'll stop recording for this episode. I'll get right on the next one and upload that after this one, obviously. So stay hydrated and have a nice day.